topic number 2 says, a savage has to be taught that even though a black man has a Bible, it's not an easy win. This came with a link that takes us to YouTube. We'll watch and then we'll discuss. Hold on a second. It just said that my browser lost audio connection. I don't know what that's about, but let's go to a racist man picks a fight. Oh, okay, so you guys should be able to see my screen. Doesn't give me any message that the audio won't work, so we'll watch and then we'll discuss.
What do you want, man? I can see your spirit already. What do you want? To receive a terrible comeuppance. All right? That's what's going to happen.
I am.
I don't care. Get out of here, man.
You don't care?
No, I don't care. Get out of here. This is about the Bible here. If you don't have any questions regarding the Bible, get down the street.
What the?
You're
No,
not listening.
Shut up.
No, I don't have to. I'm trying to teach you.
You don't need to shut up.
Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yo, bro.
All right, so let me give you guys a little bit of the background before we get started. This 6 to 8 minute clip has gone viral. I actually found the entire video, which is 42 minutes. I watched all 42 minutes, so that way you didn't have to. And all I really have is that this gentleman is at a park. He's at a park and he's talking to his live stream audience. That's why you have the camera on him. And he's reading the Bible and talking about Indigenous Peoples Day. I guess that was just yesterday. I believe he's a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not really that religious of a person. I believe that's what it is. But he's basically talking to no one outside of his online audience because there's barely anyone even jogging by. There's only a handful of people. And this one gentleman just walks up to him extremely aggressive and starts the conflict. Let's go.
So you people have the audacity to celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's really thanks stealing. You're thankful for stealing this land. What do you want, man? I can see your spirit already. What do you want?
Stealing what?
What do you want, man? What's your question? What's your question?
Stealing what?
What's your question?
And reminder, this brother was talking for about 20 minutes to no one in the park outside of his live stream audience. And that's when this man walked up to him.
Stealing what?
Stealing this land.
Explain to me, brother.
Okay, Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So wicked people came onto this place, which is you devils, you red people, you Edomites, which goes into the Bible, and you stole this land from our brothers, the Native Americans. If you can see on this sign, they go back to the tribes of Israel, which you're not looking. So I know you don't give a shit. So you're going into slavery because of that, and you're going to receive a terrible comeuppance. All right? That's what's going to happen to you.
I am.
I don't care. Get out of here, man.
You don't care?
No, I don't care. Get out of here.
I'm from the turtle trend.
All right, whatever.
What are you here for a night of me?
Let me get a precept. This is about the Bible here. If you don't have any questions regarding the Bible, get down the street.
What the Bible, man? I'm from the turtle
This is
trend.
Job 9:24. Job
9:24 what?
Coward.
You know who the you're talking to? That's my turtle trend.
Okay.
Okay? I'm native.
Okay.
And you're gonna come talk to me and you're gonna tell me the step. Who the are you?
Okay, so let me read you something.
Who the are you?
And here's another tactic of these white supremacists, because we're not calling him suspected at this time. He's already dropped the N-word 3 times on him while pulling a gun. And shout out to Tariq Nasheed, because he talks about this on his channel. A lot of white people try not to claim whiteness because it's some like exclusive club for them. And he says he's native. And this white gentleman claims to be native. He's about as native as a pack of crackers. When in reality, it's just a white man who's upset and looking to start an altercation.
Let me read something to you.
Yeah, go ahead and read.
Let me read something to
Because
you.
you're gonna preach
Let me read to
and
you.
then you're gonna talk to me.
Let me read to you.
Who the are you?
First of all, you got to calm down.
I gotta calm down, but you're gonna call me a imposter.
Yeah,
You're
because
here protesting
I am.
my
and I-
clan. Yeah,
Can
but
I-
you're
can I
here
read something?
protesting my clan.
If you were here,
And then you wanna talk to me
If you were-
about disrespect.
if you were
Shut
here-
your mouth.
if you were here, if you were here,
Shut the up.
I'm reading about the tribe of the
Yo.
Native.
You think this is a joke?
You're drunk. Calm down.
Drunk.
You're my-
And he can smell the alcohol on his breath. He says you're drunk. And the white dude is talking about the black guy who was sitting there protesting. He was simply talking to his live stream audience. That gentleman walks up, gets offended, and now he's going to try to intimidate him.
22 division. You're drunk.
I don't give a I'm a gangster.
Okay. Okay.
And you're here talking about naval, tribal things?
You see this? This is live.
I don't give a
You see this? This is how it is. This is how it is for us when we come out here. Hey, this
For you.
reminds,
Oh,
this,
wait.
Is, this is reminds
Oh,
me
for you?
of Victoria and Dundas.
Oh, for you, right? You're a black man. You're talking
So
about my
what?
people.
But we're brothers. If you are a Gadite, we are actually brothers, and this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I come to
but
you
you're not
and I
listening.
ask you.
You're
no,
not listening.
Shut up.
No, I don't
I
have to.
come-
I'm trying to teach you.
You don't need to shut up.
Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yo, bro.
Here we go. I wish we could see it. I wish we could see it. You can hear it.
Get your cock back the hammer and bust your face. Bitch ass. Bitch ass. Yo, bitch ass. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. You know who you talking to? I'm crazy. You don't know me. Now you're leaking. You should have been speaking. Now you're leaking. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass. Don't ever come up here and disrespect my shit. Now you're all leaking. Get the f out of here. Now I took your gun. What are you gonna do? Now I took your gun. Now I can f you up. Who's the bitch? Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Yo, your gun is unloaded. You're busted too. Wankster. Wankster.
He said the gun's not even loaded. You goddamn wankster.
Fucking homo thug. Bitch, nigga.
He told me you fucking
You're a
want to
bitch.
attack us.
You're a fucking
Before you,
bitch. Get the fuck out of
hold
here.
on.
Get the f out of here.
You attacked Buddy.
Get the f out of here.
He came to me. I came
Get
to
the f out of here. You don't know who you're messing with.
He called him a wankster.
Streets. Fuck out of here. Get the f out of here. 'Cause now you're leaking.
Cops are on the left.
Hey, everybody, look at this punk. Putting guns to my head. You know who I am? I'm a servant of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know who I am? Yeah, you see, we're
On
not
the ground.
choir boys here. Don't mess with me.
It's my boy since you ripped him off.
Putting guns to my head.
No,
Shut the f up.
no. My boy said you ripped him off.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm serious.
What?
On my kids.
I don't give a shit. Get out of here.
That's why I came to you.
Get out of here.
He was here going on about bullshit.
Guy has a nice piece, eh? This piece is shit. It's broken too.
It's a BB gun.
See, and that's what I'm talking about right there. He says it's a BB gun. And one thing I didn't mention was that earlier when the brother was preaching alone, talking to his audience, was that he mentioned they're in Canada. He mentioned something happening on Victoria and Dundas. And I Googled that. There's actually 2 cross streets in Toronto. And this dude is walking around with a BB gun, calling his brother the N-word, trying to intimidate him, and end up getting his ass whooped like the fuck he should have.
The only reason I came out is because my boy said you ripped him off.
Get out of here, man.
Buddy,
I gotta move now because this guy's causing problems.
I apologize, brother.
No. Yo, you're not my brother, man. Get out of here. You dude, just leave. Just leave.
No, I'm telling
Just
you right
leave. Just leave.
now. I'm telling you right now, the only reason I came here is because my boy said you ripped him off. That's the only reason I
Nah,
came
man,
here.
you got you got me. That's not me. You got the wrong person. You gotta leave, man.
And that's how these demons are, bro. They are liars. Number one language that white supremacists talk is lies. That's the number one thing that they do. He said, oh, I came up here because my buddy told me that a black dude ripped him off, which is obviously some shit you just made up, even if it was true. So you're telling me your buddy says a black dude ripped him off or robbed him. You gonna go shove a gun in the first black man's face that you see? Get out of here, bro. But you also notice once he got his ass whooped, it went from calling him the N-word to brother and sir. Cowards, man.
I'm
You
telling
gotta
right
leave.
now.
You gotta leave.
I gotta leave.
Yeah, you gotta leave. I'm not giving you this back because you're dangerous.
Hell
I'm not
yeah.
dangerous.
Nah,
I'm gonna
man.
walk away right now.
No, man. You this is.
Buddy.
I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm not giving you
Look
this.
at
shit.
it.
No,
You
buddy,
just pointed
know
this at my
what's a
head.
B-
I'm not giving you this shit.
Buddy, you know what's a BB gun?
No, I don't care.
I came here.
You gotta
'cause
go,
my
man.
boy said
Yo,
you ripped him
leave.
off.
Yo, leave.
They tell you how
Leave.
out of his mind he is. He's still trying to get this BB gun back. Why? So you can shove it into another black person's face an hour from now?
May I?
Dude,
Oh.
leave.
I'm gonna leave right now. May I please?
No.
I'm telling you right now. The only reason is my boy
No.
said
Get
you
out.
ripped him off.
Get the out of here. Go. I'll put it over there. You can come back in 20 minutes. Come back in 20 minutes.
Buddy, I'm gonna walk right
Come
now.
back in 20 minutes.
Brother.
You're very bloody. You don't look like you're drunk. You're up. Just leave.
I'm not. My brother said some black guy robbed him in the street. That's why I came to you.
And again, he's just making this shit up. He's literally making this shit up as he go. But if it was true, that's how you handle business. But this brother as well, man, you being way too lenient, man. I'm sorry. You handled your business at first, but just to still be having a conversation with this dude is crazy. You either walk away, or if he still getting in your face, lay his ass out again, bro.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, bro, you got to get out of there, man. Grab your phone, your camera, whatever.
Yeah, so I saw this video. I didn't see it with the commentary. I think Azuli actually sent it to me privately. What eventually happens is the black guy tosses the weapon, the firearm away into some nearby bushes. He doesn't leave the view of the screen. He just tosses it, and after he tosses it, I think he packs up and leaves. But the commentary, a lot of was spot on. These guys lie, man. When they think they have a soft target, in this case, a religious dude just stand up in a place by himself with his Bible, they think it's a soft target, and they'll pull some shenanigans. When you hand them their ass to them, now he's copping pleas. Oh, so my brother said someone robbed him down here. Well, then why your brother ain't here? Right? Very interesting stuff, but this is an example of not being a soft target. Shout out to Sister Raw, who's saying greetings to me and everyone around here. She says, I can't believe he let him still breathe. Yeah, he had opportunity there. KW7 says the One West Hebrew Israelite doctrine is claiming brotherhood with natives and Hispanics is asinine. The Matrix says this demonstrates one of the flaws of the Hebrew Israelite ideology. He's ready to accept him as a brother if he's a Native American. Cheryl picked up on the thing that I think Jose picked up on, or had me cracking up when I first saw it. He said, you shouldn't have been speaking. Now you're leaking. Cheryl said, I'm dead. Jose called it bars. Matron said the white guy is probably one of these $5 Indian types. But with that said, man, let me start with Sister Cheryl, who liked the little bar in there. Cheryl, if you're there, let me know you're there. And if you are, what are your thoughts on this?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That earphone. But yeah, it's just the Hebrew Israelite. I think someone said it in the comments. That's the problem with our people. We be trying to claim everybody. If that white guy would have walked up and he wasn't aggressive and he said, "Hey brother," he would have been okay with it. And another thing that I thought was kind of funny is this black guy has got to be like one of the most bold people I've ever seen. You want to go in Toronto where it's 4% black people and talk about this Israelite stuff? I mean, you just asking for trouble to me. I think it just outlines the insanity of our own people, and we just silly sometimes, because why would you do that? Only time I've ever seen Hebrew Israelites is in a group of, like, in black neighborhoods. Like, I've never seen them in a white neighborhood. Like, that's very interesting. But it is Toronto, so black people from the start in Toronto, they all think that they have some type of camaraderie with white people. So I guess that's where it comes from. But I'll end it there.
Appreciate that, Sister Cheryl. Yeah, I've noticed that. I kind of consider Canada Europe in some ways. I know there's a lot of black folks who live in Europe like to have this so-called camaraderie with white folks. They'll tell you it too, man. Oh, it's different here. You know what I mean? Jose could probably speak to that. Jose, what's it?
Yeah, let me clear my throat from that joint that I was smoking. But yeah, you got. I was saying, I made it a kind of Christian Jesus joke. You got to give it to the brother for walking his narrow path. Yeah. These guys are here also, but there's a fairly big black community here. But they're standing on business, but with the same bullshit. I don't understand. You're here in the Netherlands, and you look very Somalian. You know what I'm saying? And you got some maybe Cape Verdean brothers with you, or Dutch Antillians maybe, and then you're speaking of those people in South America being your brothers from other parts of the 12 tribes. And I'm like, yeah, you know, in the United States, or on that side of the Atlantic, you cannot imagine how American the Western world is. And that's also the joke with FBA saying that we're cosplaying. Uh, Maybe I was making hip hop beats before a lot of these guys, because it arrives here practically a few months later. So this Hebrew Israelite thing is here also with the purple shit, and the displays with explaining who the 12 tribes are. But still, this brother is inspiration. Walking his narrow path, guts, and not brave brother. I like him. I like him. I don't know what to say. What else to say? I like him. Thanks.
Appreciate that, Joseph. And by the way, Joseph, thanks for being here too. I know it's late where you are, so I do appreciate you participating. Last but not least, Buana, what say you to all of it?
Yes, sir. So I used to live in Toronto. I used to live off of Scarborough in Toronto, and Toronto is an interesting place. Toronto is an interesting place. Canada is an interesting place because what Canada promotes is this idea of multiculturalism. A lot of the Canadians who are there, they either first generationers or they just fresh off of the boat. So, and let me also say this too, by the way, the mentality of the North American in white man in Canada, for me, from my experience, is different from the white person in America. Maybe because the history is different. I don't know what it is, but their mentality is a little bit different. They're more passive. They're a little bit more passive. So you would a black person, a Hebrew, I could see a black person who is Hebrew Israelite, because I think it's only like 1 million black people who live there. But because of their mentality, I could see them going out in street corners and doing and preaching and doing these things. But let me say this: I don't get into people's faith and religion. Whatever their religion is and whatever the belief is what it is. But underneath that, you first and foremost, you are a man, first and foremost. And if someone threatens your life, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And this man, he's representing himself as a holy man with a Bible in his hand, and I ain't criticizing him with the Bible in his hand, but black people are, even though the white man is passive in Canada, black people in Canada are extremely vulnerable because they are so outnumbered. Regardless of the fact that the government have this multicultural approach, they are extremely vulnerable. So what this guy did, I think he was spot on. He had to take care of business, regardless of the fact that the Bible was in his hand. He had to take care of business. Life over everything. Life over everything. Ultimately, and I think that sometimes we need to look at things like that. You could carry the Bible, you could carry the Quran, you could wear the clothes of a holy man, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you are a man, and you have to be able to earn your respect, whatever that means. And I respect this guy for doing what he did. It's funny with his accent, this little the Canadian accent always seem kind of like seem kind of soft. But the brothers in Canada, they good brothers. They good brothers. They live under the gun just like the black people in America. But it's just a different kind of mentality, I think. But I appreciate the fact that the brother did defend himself, even though this savage was trying to intimidate him. I respect him for what he did. I really do.
Yeah, there we go right there. I've heard this. Like I said, I think of Canada almost like a European country in Europe. And you always have black folks kind of caping for these places in Europe. Oh man, you gotta come to Finland, man. It's it's not the same, as it is in America and stuff. The white folks are different here. Like I kind of like what Cheryl says, man. The kicker is that black people there don't see themselves as vulnerable. Yeah, that whole different white person thing, that's just because of the environment. For example, they have the same mindset towards your black ass, just like these over here. All right.
Yeah, but I want to say something about that remark. You know,
All right.
I am Cape Verdean. I'm here in the Netherlands, and my our ex enslaver was Portuguese. So there is another relation with this Dutch guy. He's a third. He's a third. Would we have moved to Portugal? It's a dialogue. It's first person, second person. But this Dutch guy, in my experience, in my black experience, this Dutch guy is a third. And I see us Cape Verdeans seemingly move different. And I recognized something in that remark. It's like we feel less vulnerable. We don't have these Dutch eyes watching us. You understand?
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm curious to know because Shirley said her husband grew up in Toronto. Because I'm curious because the lady I was dating at the time, she was a Trini from Canada, and she have a different perspective than me. Okay, in turn because she had white friends, and she had Filipino friends. She had friends from all around the world, because it's a multicultural place. But she still held to her blackness. So I am very curious about Shirley's husband and what he experienced actually growing up there since he grew up there. Because I was there for a limited period of time. But I gotta tell you, my experience there is, like you say, it's a genteel kind of racism. Because I remember walking into like a 7-Eleven type of place late at night, and the white guy who was behind the counter, he was threatened to death, and I had to move very carefully because I don't know what he would have pulled on me because he was so afraid that he saw me 3 o'clock in the morning trying to go into the little bodega, and it's like, what you doing here? You could see it all over him. So I'm curious about that experience in Canada because, like I say, I haven't experienced that level of racism and toxicity like I experienced in the United States, America proper. So I would really be curious to know what his experiences was in Canada. But,
Appreciate that, Buana. If there's no last thoughts on this prompt, let's move to Shooter Breeze topic number 3. By the way, shout out to Brother Bakari, who says peace and Black African power. Cheryl in the chat says, my husband says black people don't like discussing race at all in Canada, I guess. With that said,